Welcome back, guys. Got the 700 over to the new shop space yesterday, and today I am taking the Corvair over. I have to get it dug out of the hole it's basically frozen into under my carport and get it started. Actually, as I'm coming to you now, I just got it started, but it's got an auto choke system that hasn't been working correctly. So literally for the last 5 or 6 years, I've just had the chokes zip tied open, and when it's cold, I just pump it a few extra times and baby the throttle until it warms up, and then it'll idle on its own. So I already did that, got it started, let it idle for a while, so it's warmed up, so I'll be able to start it when I pull it out. But all the tires are flat. This is the first winter ever that I've kept the Epsilons on it. Normally I put the steel wheels back on and put the Epsilons like in my shop in the basement or something. So all the tires are flat, but it's sitting in like puddles that have frozen. So I'm gonna try to get that all freed up. Get it started again. I had a battery charger on it all morning. I had the battery disconnected, but that battery is really overdue for a change. So yeah, gonna get some air in the tires, get it back running, get it out of the carport, hook onto the trailer, and load it up, take it over to the shop. So as I mentioned in the last video, yesterday was the first time towing with the van, and it did fine. It's an 8 lug, 1 ton tow package, V8 Chevy, so I didn't expect it to struggle at all. It's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit right now in New Hampshire. Yeah, it's barely out of the single digits. So this is not an ideal day to be doing this, to get this car started, get it out. It's an air-cooled car, so the thing just does not want to run when it's this cold. Get on the trailer and then lay underneath the thing, strapping it down. We have a storm coming tonight all the way through tomorrow, and so I'd really like to get this inside and get it warmed up. And maybe the Infinity, but I don't think I'm going to have time. So at least getting the 2 air-cooled cars in the shop before this storm was basically punch list number 1. So I got my father's portable air tank up here. This is older than I am. And to be honest, this is, out of any of my dad's tools, this is the one thing I'm so happy to keep in the family. It's so cool. I can't remember if he hand painted this or if he had a friend do it, but I've used this since I was a kid, just a portable air tank, and it is so cool. right, she's loaded. Nice and tidy. All right, I'll load it up. Swing it over to the shop, get this girl inside, and the long punch list of small things I've been procrastinating for 5 or 6 years will begin this spring on the Corvair. Well, both of the air-cooled cars are here at the shop space. The Corvair could get squared up a little bit and probably have enough room for the 700 just inside the door at like a 45-degree angle and still be able to get a car in through the door into the lift if possible. So for now, I'm just gonna keep them like this. I might shimmy the 700 over because I think the next car on the lift will be the 700. I've got some stuff to finish on that before Riverside. And before I get the Q45 in here and start diving into that project. So yeah, 2 out of the few other cars in the stable, in the shop. So heated storage, which is nice. So over the years, my father has kind of let me inherit some of his tools and some of his fixtures. And although this is the first shop that I've gone in on my own, he hasn't kind of given me too much stuff because I haven't had my own shop to put them in. And he's got a couple sea containers out back that he's put a lot of cabinets and extra tools and just implements and fixtures or whatever that he doesn't use anymore, but are almost a little too sentimental to throw out. He's pretty good at throwing stuff out that he doesn't want, and I would argue that maybe he should keep more than he does. But a lot of these fixtures are fixtures that he bought that were already used in the mid-1970s when he first stepped out into the automotive industry and started his own shop. One of those fixtures is this AC Delco cabinet, and he's actually got 2 of these. One of them is just a straight barn door all the way up without like a shelf halfway up and 2 different depths. And that one unfortunately has a broken handle. I might bring that one over here as well, but this one has like a little workbench on it, and the bottom cabinet is deeper than the top cabinet. But he bought this cabinet in 1976 or 77, and it was used then. I mean, this is from the 50s or 60s, and it is battle worn for sure. He thinks he's painted the front white because he said that there used to be an AC Delco logo painted or baked onto the front, and that's gone now. He's really bummed out. He said time and time again when I was loading it up just now that he really wishes it was cleanable, that it would actually clean up, but unfortunately it's all in the paint. And I haven't decided yet if I want to leave it with that like patina or if I'm going to paint the doors. What I'm not going to do is paint the blue. And on the back, there's a really cool livery. And it just says AC Delco, well, United Delco tune-up service. And that is just the coolest thing. I mean, I love this labeling. All this old signage and labeling with like its patina from how old it is. I mean, and this stuff means the world to me. I mean, this is stuff that I'm gonna have forever. And if I ever have a son, they're gonna end up with this stuff. I'm just super grateful he's kept them this long, because now I get a chance to add a vintage look to to some of my stuff. So yeah, I'm still kind of in the process of trying to figure out where everything's gonna go. I still have to assemble a lot of my fixtures and tooling here behind me. Now that I've got the Corvair in here, I kind of have a better idea what a full-size car is gonna take up for space in this footprint. The 700, you can't gauge anything off the 700 because that car is the size of an end table or a coffee table. So now that I got the Corvair in here, I'll have an idea where I wanna put, I mean, and that bench, that futon bench isn't necessarily gonna stay here. That was in my podcast studio, in my recording studio at home. But it would be nice to have something like that here if I've got friends over, or I'm just here during a late night, session. I can just sit down and relax. I kind of need that wall space for pulling a car in, though. I need to be able to come in as aggressively as possible, as tight to the wall as possible. So I'm not sure if this is going to be in the way. I might be able to move it somewhere else, but yeah, slowly but surely bringing stuff over. We have a lot of snow coming tonight and through the day tomorrow. So like I said before, I just wanted to get the Corvair over here and inside before that happens. So after this storm, I may look at bringing the Q45 over, at least so it's here. Even if it stays outside, it's easy to bring it in and out to work on it then. That's the end of this video. Just a real quick video bringing the Corvair over here. And yeah, we'll look at some cool old stuff that my dad is handing down to me that I am taking with eager hands for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Another video soon, I'm sure, as everything in the shop continues to come together. Follow along on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, it's john.ludwick, Ludwick, Ludwick's Garage as well. That's where I do all of my laser cutting and laser engraving, my day-to-day work, as well as all of the car stuff now too that's going to take place in this shop. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all of you guys' support. Like and comment. Let me know what you guys think of the shop, and let me know if you guys have any of these really cool old cabinets, whether or not you've gotten them from your father or swap meets or flea markets. This stuff is really, really cool. That'll do it for this episode. Thanks, guys.